Hello friends, welcome to TechnoGeek SFDC. So welcome to the third part of our integration series where today we are going to discuss about composite APIs. So what basically composite APIs are or why it is being used in Salesforce so heavily. So basically composite API is a, I would say, very powerful feature which gives you a feasibility to do multiple calls in a single transaction. So for example, let's take an example that let's say if you have a REST API and if you need to create a account and contact. Okay, so first what we do, we do a http call out to create an account, and then when we retrieve the id, then we will again attach that id to the contact, and then again we'll do a second call out, right? This is the standard process what we do in the integration if we have to insert the related data or related informations. But this is where your composite api comes as a savior to you, because composite api you can club these two processes together and send it as a single request. Okay, so Composite API basically supports various kinds of operation. Like it includes all your CRUD operation, that is create, update, insert, delete, all these operations. Also, if you have to do some API calling to the Apex, that also it is taking care. If you have to do any external callouts, that also it takes care. Okay, so basically it gives you a single transaction, which in turn is having small sub request into it. Okay, we call it as a sub request. So basically it is having one single request which is having small sub request, and each sub request is defining its own procedure, that is whether it's a get call or whether it's a post call or whatever it is. Okay, so how we basically we use composite apis. So composite apis are basically nothing but a json structure, or it's a json payload in which we define sub request. Okay, so we will see the real time example as well of what sub request is, so that you will be able to easily connect the dots here. Okay, so basically sub requests are single request which we do usually in a single transaction, but here we are combining all the requests in one payload, naming them as a sub request, which will be having your url, which will be having your what type of call out it is, which will be having your body of the call out, and whatever the required information to do the processing or to do the integration processing. Now, one of the key points to notice here is one composite API can have only 25 sub requests into it. Okay, and once you create this composite API structure and when you hit it, so whatever is the response so overall response which you will get from the composite API call out, it will be having small sub requests or sub responses into it. So basically, let's say if your one composite API call out is having two call outs internally, that is creation of account and creation of contact, then the response which you will get, that will also be having two sub responses into it, that is what is the response of account creation, and then what is the response of contact creation. Okay, so this is how your composite API works. Now let's see real-time demo or a real-time example that how you can use the composite APIs basically. Okay, so this is my Salesforce org, and I'll just log into Workbench to show you how we use this. Okay, so this is usually what your composite API payload looks like. Okay, where if you can see, it's a complete JSON structure for starting with a key name as a composite request, and which is of type array, if you can see, because it is starting with a bracket. Okay, now inside this you can see that I have small request into it, sub request. So these are known as sub request, whatever the small or whatever the transaction information you are giving, they are known as sub request. So these sub requests are clubbed together into my composite API final request or the final JSON body. So if you can see here, my sub request is having, currently I'm having two post method. We'll just assume the same account and contact example. So I'm having two post method here. First post method is sending request to account with some name. Okay, and then whatever is the response from this, I am creating a contact here and then attaching it to the attaching it to the account which has been created in my first step. Okay, now one more thing to notice, how the second request will refer the previous request responses. Okay, so for example, in my second request, that is when I'm creating a contact, I need to refer the account ID which has been created in my first step. So how I will use that? Okay, so that's where there is another parameter, something called reference ID, which has been introduced into the Composite APIs. Okay, so let's say for my first request, I'm giving reference ID as ref account. Okay, so whatever the response will be there, okay, whatever the response I will get from this particular call out will be stored into the ref account. Okay, or basically in this particular attribute I'll be storing the response of my first account creation, and then I can use this syntax, that is at the rate ref account dot id. So let's say if the my first step is executed successfully, it will return me an account id or a account object which is stored in the ref account, and now I can just use dot id to get the account ID which has been created in my first step. So this is one of the most important feature which we need to always keep in mind when we are using the composite APIs, that how you basically connect two requests together. Okay, and this has been made very simple. If you see in this example how simplified it is and how easily you can basically connect two callouts and insert the datas which are related to each other. Okay, so now let's see how it's going to work. Okay, so I'm just giving composite account demo. I'll just give here a demo composite contact. Okay. So now what this method is doing, first it is doing a post call out to account, creating an account with the name composite account demo, and then next it is doing a call out to contact, creating the contact where I have provided the first name and last name, and account ID I am using the at the rate ref account, that is the account ID which I have created in my first request. Okay, and one more thing to note, the execution will be in the same step by step how you have defined in the JSON payload. Okay, so if you have defined this method as first, it will execute first, followed by the this method. Okay, now let's try to execute this and we will see how it works. So I'll go to REST Explorer. Okay, it got locked out. Okay, so I'm in the REST Explorer. Composite APIs are basically post because you have to send the body, right? So that is why it is basically a post request. Now, if you want, let's say, if you also have to execute some GET request, then in this only you can just create a subsequent request with the method as GET. Okay, so something like this, if you want, you can create like this. Okay, something like this also you can mention, where you can followed by your account ID, or maybe you can just put at the rate ref uh, at the one second at the rate dot ID. Okay, ref account, sorry. Yeah, so like this also you can mention. So basically it can have a combination of post and get as well, post get delete combination also you can do here. Okay, now let's try to see how our request is going to happen. So here, now, the endpoint where you need to hit is something called composite. Composite. Okay, so it will be service data v56, whatever the data version you have, followed by composite. This is the endpoint where you will be sending your composite API request. And if you can see, I just pasted the same body what we just discussed there. Let's try to execute and we'll see how it's going to behave. Oh, it got logged out again. I'll just put composite, I'll put this, and then I'll just execute. So now you can see that I got a composite response. In this composite response, I have got two items. Okay. Why two items? Because I was doing two callouts there, one for account and one for contact. Okay. And you can see the response of both the items. So since my both the requests were successful, I am seeing HTTP status code as 201, and I am also getting the reference ID. So if we check the body, I have got this ID. So let's check this ID in our Salesforce. So see if see this has created the contact, and now if I go to details, it has created an account as well. So here what we did, basically we just used a single call out and we created account and contact together instead of doing that complex call outs of complex back to back call out. In a single call out we just did the data creation, that is account and contact, and we have related them together. Okay, so this is the beauty of composite APIs. Okay, and this is where composite APIs are getting very famous nowadays in your enterprises, as well as any Salesforce application where you are making your callouts very easy to create the data. Okay. So I hope you like this video. With this, we will wrap up today's video. We will also come up with more videos on the integration. So stay tuned to the channel, and thanks for your time. Any doubt, any queries if you have, you can definitely post in the comment and I'll try to get back to you with all my knowledge, whatever I have. Okay. So with this, thanks for your time, and please do like, share and subscribe to the channel. Bye bye.